here. Tell you something that you might like to hear. Got a sexy ass body and your ass looks soft. Mind if I touch it to see if it's soft?
Oh, we're in for a show tonight. We are in for a show tonight. We'll start right after this song.
You heard what I said. We need to make our way to the bed. You can start using your head. You like to fuck, have your legs open all in a buck. Toot it up, slapping ass, girl, the sex get rough. Switch position and let the dick get down to business so you can see what you've been missing. You might have some, but you never had none like this. Just wait till you see my dick. Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick. Oh, wait till you see my dick. Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick. Oh, I'ma beat that pussy up. Hey, wait till you see my dick. Oh, wait till you see my dick. Hey, bitch, wait till you see my dick. Oh, I'ma beat that pussy up. See, I wanna fuck, tell me what's up. Walk around the club with your thumb in your mouth. Put my dick in, take your thumb out. Oh, there might be a little culture to deal with. Wet, fat hoes, they don't spill shit. I keep a hoe hot when I'm putting in work. You wanna ski, you about to get your feelings hurt. Cause I beat that cat with a dog and knock the walls off a broad till she squall like, ooh. Yeah, it's on like that. But it depend on the swing of the baseball bat. Fuck the bitch on the counter, make the plates fall back. On the floor, she ain't stealing cause she nuts, so they crack, crack, crack. Fuck that, bend over, I'ma give you a smack. Oh.
Oh, you ain't seen nothing yet. We're almost there.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge sanctioned by the U.S. government. Weapons of Class 4 and lower have been authorized for use during the purge. All other weapons are restricted. Government officials of ranking 10 have been granted immunity from the purge and shall not be harmed. Commencing at the siren, any and all crime will be legal for 12 continuous hours. Police, fire, and emergency medical services will be unavailable until tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. when the purge concludes. Blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn. May God be with you all.
I don't need no questions. If a bitch walked in here and you didn't like how they sashay their way in, put them on a motherfucking box. I don't need no timeouts. I need expulsion. I need deletion. I need never again to come back. That's what I need. No questions asked. I trust your motherfucking judgment. This is why you have a motherfucking wrench. I'm not going to ask you questions. I'm not going to inquire. I'm not going to go back. I couldn't even tell you why I go back in my motherfucking panel to unlock people. Lock them bitches out and get them the out. If you didn't like the way they cross their legs, if it's too fat for you, if it's too straight for you, if it's too queenie for you, if it's too if they got titties on your back and you don't like titties on your back, put them on a motherfucking box. Thank you, Hulk. I love you, baby. Good evening. I am Juanqui and welcome to my world. I can't afford the relationship. Is it completely over? For context, I am a 20 female and my boyfriend is 25 male. We are about 2.5 to 3 hours apart. We have been dating for about 2.5 months now. Give it up for the commitment. The relationship has been hard financially on me, and I have an extreme feeling of guilt because of this. Gas is expensive, and I go see him every time. It is minimum $40 to $50 anytime I want to go see him for the tank of gas. We usually split dinners or meals 50-50, and it has just become unsustainable for my life. I really like him, and I worked a job this semester to be able to afford to see him and spend money on him. However, I had to quit the job this past week due to conflicting times with my class and exam schedule. I only have about a month left of school. Because of my quitting, I am running out of the money that I have saved up. I have an event this weekend and he is coming, but we have to split all the fees. Girl, he is doing you, Donna. He is doing you and running your little pockets, girl. All right, let's continue. I went to see him over Easter break, and it just totally broke my budget. We unexpectedly went to places he wanted, and I bought some meals, and it was just too expensive for me. Anytime I bring up my financial situation, which he knows the ins and outs, and it's not great, he compares his to mine. He works a full-time job, by the way. I have talked to him about this, but he doesn't seem to understand because he will pick places for us to go and then offer to split it at the end. And usually I don't get a say in anything I want to do, or he will shut it down. I'm not sitting here complaining that my boyfriend doesn't pay 100%. Then what are you doing? Clearly, you're not sitting complaining that he's not paying 100% because you're paying 50-50. Let's continue. I am okay with chipping in. However, I told him that after this weekend, I probably can't see him for the next few weeks until school ends because gas is too damn expensive. Gas is too damn expensive for a quick turnaround trip, and I probably can't afford the food, want to spend the money. He told me that I would have to expect him to spend more time with his friends. Girl, he is doing you. We all see it, right? Do we not see it? We see it, right? Okay, let's continue. Why isn't he breaking up with me? I don't understand how having a broke college girl is beneficial to him, because he's taking all of your little coins and cents and doing you, he's getting the sex and the oral and your money, and you're coming to him. It's ridiculous that you're coming to him. You coming to him to come. Drop a bomb on that. That's like come square. Okay? All right, let's see here. Why isn't he breaking up with me? I don't understand how having a broke college girl is beneficial to him. I have confidence and know that I am pretty and smart and all the things. But how is that enough when someone can't afford to even see their significant other? I am disappointed that he didn't offer to come see me or split the gas or even provide a solution. Everything is split with us now, but at the end of the day, he makes 50 times more than what I make when it's calculated.
I don't want to just complain. Then what the fuck have you been doing for the last 5 paragraphs? He is a great person. We get along super well, and I love seeing him. I'm just not sure if this can be very sustainable. I am also planning on going to dental school after I graduate, so it puts me in this situation for longer. This weekend, I have an event at my school that is really important to me. We split the hotel and everything, but it's causing me so much anxiety. I know dinner and everything is going to be expensive. Should I try to talk to him to cancel the hotel and for me to go by myself? Or what should I do? Should I break up with him after the event in a few weeks? Help! Also, I feel like he cares about me because he always calls me after work, texts me, etc. Girl, that is called keeping the sugar mama warm. That's what that's called. Keeping the sugar mama warm. So that then he can reach out and ask for something the following week. She goes on to say, I just need some options to help me formulate if this is something I should cut off or if it can be sustained. Okay, I am going to read some of the messages and then I'm going to give my thoughts and views. Somebody says, a man says, what do you gain from this relationship? There are way too many fish in the sea. Somebody says, another man says, he does not see this as a LTR, long-term relationship. This is literally just a convenient hookup with someone who lives out of town. The fact that he is employed and makes that much more than you, yet doesn't offer to just pay for the gas or instead come to see you, is all the proof you need about what he thinks. That's a very good message right there. Somebody quotes her because remember, she said, and I quote, why isn't he breaking up with me? I don't understand how having a broke college girl is beneficial to him. Okay. And I said it like that because we all know this young lady lacks melanation. See, because a sister wasn't going to put up with this. You know what I'm saying? A sister wasn't going to put up with this. So the guy says, if I had a girl who drives to me using her own money and goes on dates with me to places I want to go, and we split the bill at the end and I get laid and don't have to do nothing else to maintain this status quo with a girl who's still young, why would I do anything to ruin it? I'm literally putting in no effort whatsoever and benefiting in every manner. He doesn't care about you that much. You're just a convenient lay. Now, here's my wonky thoughts and my wonky views on this. And it's very sad that older man, he's 25. We all know men don't mature until they get to 55. Drop a bomb on that. Okay. If you don't believe me, ask my husband, the Incredible Hulk. He can tell you how childish I could be. Heck, I have about 25 sets of Legos right over there. And my latest edition, which should be built shortly. Okay. She's 20. She's stigmatized. He's stroking her the right way at the right angle. She thinks, and this is another thing. She says she's cute. We don't know that. Cute is subjective, right? For all we know, this is the chick that cannot get laid and cannot get a date. That's what it sounds like. Because if she had dick falling across everywhere, when the minute she sticks out of the dorm or whatever, and it's dick falling all over her all day, every day, this will be a moot point. It seems and it sounds like the 20-year-old is lacking attention from the male kind. And so she's holding on. Perhaps she maybe is overweight and, has low self-esteem. Well, something like this should be low self-esteem because I just cannot see it. It's a girl with a bright future, bright future. Why is she traveling? Why is she traveling to go on these dates? What happened to the man coming to the woman? It is absolutely trash. It's a trash relationship, and she should just cut her losses and try to get back to a place financially where she was when she first started. You know what I'm saying? Which could take a while to repair and to after spending all of that. You know what I'm saying? Like I just don't. You need to have more self-esteem, young lady. You need to really see shit for what it is. But then again, we're talking to an under adult. And I say that because she's 20. She's 20 years old. She's not 21. She's not even drinking age yet. And he is running her dry. It's sad. And he's no good. He's absolute trash. And, I believe in karma. I believe in the universe, working its way out and sending shit right back to you. You know what I'm saying? Sending shit right back to you. Let me catch up with some of these messages. We have been doing production here today. Let me go ahead and see if I can get this done really well. Let's see. Let's see. Incredible Hulk's message here says, a lot of straight men are the women today. Drop a bomb on that. On a second. Let me get this back again. Incredible Hulk. I want to do something with your setup right here. Ladies and gentlemen, I am editing something what's called on the fly because this is the first time that I'm debuting this let's see. Save. Let's see how this looks. Bam, much better. I like it. One more thing that's irritating me. Let me just fix this real quick. Bam, I think this would be better. Let's see. Rodney Devo. Hello, hi, Rodney Devo. There we go. Okay, I love it. Much better. Let's see. Look at that right there. We got the technology up in here. Let me just catch up with some more messages. Let's see. Miss View says, period. Let's see. Chang getting paid over here. Okay. Ciao. Well, damn. I'm assuming this is in reference to my opening number. We're gonna go ahead and transition to that. But I just wanted to say, so yeah, that's my advice. This person was seeking advice, and had you been here yesterday, and everything would have gone according to my production, this is the type of show you would have gotten yesterday, ladies and gentlemen. You would have gotten that. Though a lot of my jokes yesterday were on the fly, were improv. And so unfortunately, I couldn't recreate those for you today. However, when I was doing my show yesterday, I was doing my whole presentation, my whole thing. Miss View says, yes, I love that song and your opening message. We are going to get to the message of today. We have descended into hell. I'm pretty sure people will catch this on the replay. I was doing my show yesterday. I was doing my show after a long, tiring week. You know, it takes time for me to research the comments, the posting. You know, then I have to put it in the system. Then I have to reflect on it and see what I want to say and the whole nine. As I was doing my show yesterday, and I'm in the mode. I felt like it was going so great. I get hit with such a bullshit. Yesterday, ladies and gentlemen, right here on my live, I was told that Miss Viewers of View was no longer here. No, she didn't go on her vacations. No, she didn't go to a retreat to color. According to these people, Miss Viewers of View was no longer on Earth, gone to the heavens to color with the best of crayons up there and pastel colors. According to one particular subscriber who was watching yesterday, as I'm doing my performance, and y'all know I take my performance very seriously, they said that Miss View was RIP, resting in peace. She finally was casket ready. And then I was hit. It hit me like a ton of bricks. I can only remember maybe two other moments in my performing career. In case you didn't know, I was a young performer, performed for over a decade on tours and things of that nature. Out of all the performances, and I've performed hundreds and hundreds of times, I can only remember maybe two other times where I got hit with a ton of bricks with information coming through, and I still went on and did my show. Drop a bomb on that. Rodney Devo, Miss Viewers of View is here. She's not RIP. This was a troll behavior, attention-seeking behavior, Rodney. Imagine you're doing your production that you work hard on, because even if it looks like a $5 production that I threw together in 5 minutes, I couldn't possibly think that I threw this together in 5 minutes, right? The people who are content creators in the crowd know that it takes time, and it also takes dedication that I take time and dedication that I take away from my husband. My family is in town. I took away from my mom, my dad, my sisters, my siblings, Incredible Hulk. I stepped away from the dinner table to come do the production, Rodney. I'm doing my whole thing. I'm monologuing. I'm stand-up commenting the whole nine. And then I get somebody to just drop that down there. And then the problem is, Love Blake, is if you would have said everything, it felt like attention seeking, okay? It felt messy. It felt bone carrying. It wasn't, and then you address Naris with it. So I'm doing my thing. I'm reading, and I see through the corner of my eye that I had to stop the whole show. Ladies and gentlemen, I have never stopped the whole show. You might think it's just me in my little studio doing my thing. I no longer perform in the New York City stage. I did that for over a decade. I come out here and I take my time and I improv for you, or I script myself, whatever. And believe it or not, I'm trying to entertain you. It is beyond disrespectful to be in the chats doing some bullshit, especially when you know it's not true. Rodney, they said that she had off herself. Drop a bomb on that. When the woman had just been posting 43 minutes before. So between 43 minutes and that time, she off herself by herself at her house, and somehow the internet and YouTube knew about it. Right? When I asked, well, what is going on? Give me some more hello, because a lot of people were, literally my heart dropped. I lost my breath. My husband is texting me from the other room. Naris21 is questioning. I'm trying to reach on the other end. The live is still going. Believe it or not, I'm not into the dramatics like that. I'm not really into the drama like that. You know what I'm saying? And when I'm performing and I consider this performing, I take it very seriously. Again, over the hundreds and hundreds of times that I've performed in the legitimate stage, never have I had to stop the show because of emotions and feelings. And I have had the death right before where the stage manager said, so and so just died, and we still have a paying audience. I have had the moment where I'm on stage and I see somebody that broke into the green room walking away with my leather jacket on. Okay, I have had that moment. I have had the moment where all hell broke loose in my household with my previous relationship, not my marriage, my previous relationship back when I was, younger. And, things flew out the window and fisticuffs and we get all of that. But I had to leave all that over there and get on stage and do the show and be happy and jolly and go through the emotions and do all of that. And I can pick my emotions back again. And never have I had a moment where I literally felt like a fish out of water. My breath was taken away from me. Everybody around me, which was my husband, Naris 21, they're in shock. And the best thing that I could do was lock the fuck off. I don't understand what's the pleasure that this group of people have found. They have killed Miss View now 3 motherfucking times. I don't understand it. I don't get it. I don't find it funny. I don't like it. It's ridiculous. What has this lady done to all you dumb fucking bitches out there that merits you doing what you keep doing? You keep wishing this lady 6 feet under. And on the contrary, she keeps living her best life, her healthiest life. Even when she needs to have a medical, she bounces right back the fuck. More than a lot of you bitches that like to be bone carrying in the chats, have no motherfucking life. So you're in the chats, every day, all day, every day. I come through every day because I thought it would be cute. And I thought I could challenge myself as of December 1st when I started Vlogmas. But let me tell you, y'all have heard me. Sometimes it's like, I don't have time. I'm hungry. Let me just do this real quick. We're going to get right to it. I don't understand how these bitches, if they really say if they really are who they portray to be, have this much time to do the mess that they do. Get on these screens and do what they do, or find this type of behavior entertaining. Let's put the last comment up there. Incredible Hulk says they're so jealous. I ran to her page so fast, my stomach was fucked up. Ronnie Devo says, wow, these people shaking my head. I don't find it funny. I don't find it funny. I don't find it entertaining. And it just shows, no matter how much time passes, these bitches don't grow up. These bitches don't fucking develop. And the old bitches are the worst. The old bitches here are the worst. The old bitches are the worst. Miss View says, I am sorry that I didn't reply right away. Yeah, I had some dental work and went to bed early. And that's what I was telling my husband, Miss View. But we stayed up until like 12 and change, refreshing, making sure that, checking my thing, making sure, see if you had responded. Excuse me. And then my husband said, I know she goes on early in the morning, which is true. Sometimes I've gotten up at 4 o'clock and she's doing a live at 4 o'clock or whatever. So I said to him, we will definitely hear. When Love Blake said that view of herself, that doesn't even sound like Miss View. And now it sounds like a few of the bitches that sit over there, but it doesn't sound like something she would do. Doesn't sound like it. Incredible Hulk says, Miss View, STG. I don't know what that means. We were watching. Oh, I swear to. Watching Beyond the Gates, and Juanqui kept checking that phone. I And at one point I was like, let's just go to bed so we could be quicker tomorrow, and then we can see the reply. Okay. Love Blake, you lost so many points with me. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. And then I'm like, hurry up and let me give you some pointers, Love Blake. If you ever going to be the bearer of bad news, if you're going to be running around delivering news and stuff like that, something like that, you want to type it all up in 1 or 2 sentences, the whole thing, concise, beginning, middle, and end, and then you put it up there. If that's what you're going to be doing, if you're going to be doing that, bringing the news, if you're going to be a news lady, like some of the ones that we've had here, then, try, because then when you cut it up into pieces and then you don't address me, I'm the broadcaster, I'm the one who's a peer of Miss View when it comes down to this YouTubing thing. It's not Naris 21. It's not Naris 21. Naris 21 is a subby that has a ranch. Okay? In my channel, he don't have a ranch in her channel. He don't go like that to her he's not up there, like he don't color with, like he don't do any of that. So very off-putting. And how I felt. You saw, and you didn't say anything, not one thing. Didn't check anything, didn't say, let me clarify. Oh my God, it's been about 24 hours and there has been not one thing said from you in regards to how everything went down yesterday, which then speaks to how you see me, because I have given you nothing but grace, so has my husband, and you could hear the shakiness in my voice. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, as somebody who has done some daring shit on stages, and this is not even drop the whole production, the lights, a whole now. I'm being 100% serious and transparent. As somebody who has done so many different things on stage that has challenged me, has made me feel scared. When I played Angel, I wore 8-inch heels and jumped off a table on off-Broadway for, a complete sold-out crowd, shaking in my fucking boots, complete the whole nine. I've taken so many risks where I'm like, okay, let me just do it. People could hear in my voice that I was not okay. And you have said nothing. Drop a fucking bomb on that. You haven't said a word. You haven't said a word. I'm talking about me as the person who you was watching and listening to. I'm not even talking about your relationship with you or with me. People heard me. People who heard me reached out to me to make sure that I was okay, because you could hear it in my voice. My husband, you could read it, when he was typing. My stomach literally dropped. I got literally emotionally sick. And you said not one damn thing. Okay? Not one damn thing. And then the how of herself. Do you think it like that? That doesn't even sound like her. It doesn't sound like her. When you said off herself, that's when I knew it was some fucking bullshit. That's when I knew it was some fucking bullshit. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. Let me catch up with the messages here. Miss View says, if I ever felt like that, of which I have not, I will seek help first. I hope that everyone would do that. Absolutely. Incredible Hulk says, when she said self-deletion, I was like, hold up, Miss View is black, laughing out loud. We don't do that ish like that. Drop a bomb on that. Naris 21 agrees. He says facts. Miss View says, right, extremely rare. When I saw your message, I was so upset. I was upset because I know that you both were upset. Love Blake has confined something to me in secret I have never shared. I was shocked that he would spread that lie. he or she. I was surprised too. I was surprised too. And again, I'm surprised that 24 hours later, I mean, the natural human thing would have been to go back on my video if you can't get in touch with me like that and say, Juanqui, let me find who, this is how I heard. And then it was the slowness of the information to flow out. And it's not that she was behind, or they were behind on the replay, because there were moments where they were answering me right there. And then when I ask you, how did you hear this? Where did you hear this? How did this happen? It's dead silence. It's radio silent. It's radio silent. Incredible Hulk says, but the one thing I learned is that I really have a soft spot for Miss View. Yes, we do. It just troll behavior, absolutely troll behavior. I just, I have to file this under attention seeking, bone carrying, troll behavior, possibly mental slowness, or some type of something going on. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's actually sad. It's actually sad. And I am taking it personal. Yes, I am. I am. Absolutely. It completely threw my whole thing up. We couldn't even finish watching the Beyond the Gates or anything. It just completely threw it off. Miss View says, because she had realized that they had fucked up with that mess. It was mad. I was mad that it stopped the show. I'm telling you, I don't think like I said, I've had moments where I was told so and so passed away close to me and the company, and we still have to do the show. I've had issues where I have had fights and stuff like that, and I still have to do the show. I can't just say, okay, I'm calling this one in. I'm not doing it. Stop the show. There's none of that. And then there's the physical elements. I have had a roach walk right across my scene and I step on it. I have had a mouse. I have had a light break completely shattered and cut me. And I have to continue. I've been bleeding, literally bleeding on my shirt with glass in my finger. Okay, glass in my finger. I pulled it right out and kept on going. This is, I don't understand. I don't understand what the point was. And from just going around the way I'm finding out, we find out it's a rumor that was started again in, one of the lives and some other person's lives whose information is not, people are getting information like this from people who are known to be liars, drug users and abusers, undermedicated, highly medicated, people with just issues. But see, the people over there in that sector over there, and I can now say them over there because I don't sit with those bitches. Never have, but I definitely don't sit with those bitches. They want to take whatever information is going to fit their narrative at the moment. There was a time where they said that I was the P bomber walking around. The P bomber, me. I was a P bomber until I rolled up to them and got in their face. The two bitches got in their face. What was said? Who said what? When, where, and how? No, that's your boy. That's your boy. With the low T cell count. That's your boy. That's your boy. The one in back cars and in the back seats of cars and all that, not telling their partners. The one who's been passed around, swiped around by a whole bunch of other homosexuals that also have microphones and cameras and go live ever so often. Well, that's your boy. The tree dog bitch called him her son at one point. Until he said he was going to spit and bite her and give her the HIV and shit. Oh, we forget all of that. No, it's the same people. It's the same trashy ass people. That's why on this trip, it's only a handful of people that I'm interested in standing in front, exchanging information, hugging, kissing, saying hello, hi, enjoying them. A handful. That means less than 5. The other ones, if you see me at Incredible Hulk, act like y'all don't know us. Y'all don't know us because I'm sure I'm going to keep on motherfucking walking. I'm gonna keep on walking. Don't get felt stupid. Don't get felt stupid. Think you can come up and you're like, no, it ain't cute over here. It ain't cute over here. We are a snob. I wear my snobbiness well. Okay? It's a pleasure to be able to sit at the table with me and Incredible Hulk. Okay? So if y'all were nasty, all right, nasty, indignant, and all that shit with me on land, don't think because we're in international waters that it's going to be sweet and cute and all of that over here. Bitch, keep on walking. Okay? Because you will be made feel stupid. You will be made feel stupid. See, it's not going to be like every other motherfucking trip where bitches get away from the content and all of a sudden they're a brand new person. It's all like, oh, like, you know, like, oh, long friends. It's all for the, no, not with me. Absolutely fucking not with me. And my husband doesn't get into that world anyway, so y'all barking up the wrong motherfucking couple. All right? I have the power. I have the power and the skill set to make you feel this motherfucking big. You see, I've perfected it in the streets of New York City, in audition hallways, in theater companies that I've gotten into, in tours. I could make you feel this big and then just go like that. Out my fucking way. Out my fucking way. Out my fucking way. Okay? Out my fucking way. We're not even in the same motherfucking tax bracket. Drop a fucking bomb on that. All right? Okay? Don't have me start. Don't have me motherfucking start. Because you will get off that boat feeling so bad about yourself. All right? And knowing that you've accomplished nothing in life. All right? And that your claim to fame is going to some virtual world to create chaos, confusion, and drama. Chaos, confusion, and drama. Can you take chaos, confusion, and drama to client services at the bank? No, you can't. No, you can't. Because if you think $2,000, $2,200 from a YouTube AdSense check makes you somebody, bitch, I've stayed in hotel rooms that are $4,000 a night. Drop a bomb on that. The video is coming on that one. The video is coming on that one. Okay, I've not seen the back of a motherfucking plane in over 2 decades. Right? Was doing it before I got with my husband and continued and pushed it even further when I got with my husband. Okay? So you got me motherfucking fucked up. You got me motherfucking fucked up. In conclusion, because it is a Thursday night, I did take off today and I was able to go outside, power walk to my Starbucks, got my coffee, came back to my home, showered, laid in bed like this, spoke to Miss View several times, and then went right back like this. So I'm not giving too much tonight. Oh, this is not too much. This is not too much. This is just enough. This is just enough. I'm looking forward to our trip. We are going on this trip in about 20-something days now. This weekend, we are going to go shopping for some items and things like that. We are starting the trip beforehand. I don't know if I want to go to Disney or if I want to go to Universal Studios or what it is that I want to do, but we're definitely going to start the vacation a couple of days before we head down to Miami. We are super excited. We have the best accommodations, of course, that the boat could provide. Absolutely. Did you think? Did you fucking think? Or you thought? You thought I was gonna do the inside cabin, no windows by my? You thought? Oh, okay. Keep on thinking. Keep on thinking. Think harder, because it's not working out. All right. So I'm super excited. This will be the only vacation that I'm taking with my husband because the political climate is not very good looking. Wars are breaking out, every corner of the universe. And also, to be quite honest, to be quite frank, the economy is not doing well. Investments are not investing the proper way. The markets are very volatile, up, down, up, down. The crude, the oil was very expensive recently. My 401k, my investments, we do have investments. They're not doing so great, such as everybody else, right? But so it's the time for me to put a stop. Okay, we're going to hold on. We're going to do this little getaway, but hold on, and let's see what next year is going to bring. And there's nothing wrong with that. That's the adult thing to do. All right. When you see that the economy, the government, the political sectors is going crazy, Wall Street is just so unpredictable, you pump the brakes a little bit. So we're very excited. This is going to be a romantic getaway for me. I'm excited to meet Miss Nubiology. Cannot wait. Hopefully share a glass of, if she wants some brown juice, or if she wants some Moet. I cannot wait to see Mother Treasure Lane. Maybe Treasure Lane makes an appearance. I don't know. Maybe. I cannot wait to meet Mother, give her a nice hug and, kiki for a little bit. And then let her go about her way. Because this ain't, I ain't no fucking tracker. I'm not a ankle monitor or whatever. I'm not here to be somebody's underwear the whole time. It's like, hello, hi, great to see you. Shake and bake. And then I am busy because I intend to climax and orgasm every single day of my fucking trip. You understand? We got some really nice accommodations. I got to do it in the shower. I got to do it in the little hallway. I got to do it in the balcony. I heard there's cameras. Oh, well, they're going to get a show. I want to do it on the actual bed. There's a sofa. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be the whole thing. And it's, I got to do it's a whole process. I need to climax in international waters. So if you don't see Juanqui Pro in the background of videos and stuff like that, where's Juanqui Pro climaxing with his husband? They're going to be like, oh, we didn't see much of Juanqui Pro. Oh, we certainly heard him. He was being tortured and terrorized by his husband. Anyway, okay, hold on. Everybody, hold on, everybody. Okay, we're back. We are back. Love Blake. I hope that you have learned something. That's old as you are. We're not too old to learn. I hope that you have learned something in the terms of delivering, bone carrying, and all of that. It's not funny. It's not funny. It's unfortunate. I have not heard anything. There's been no post, no anything saying X, Y, and Z. But it sets a new standard of where I'm at with things. You know what I'm saying? It's good when people show you. If people show you, because then they show you, and then I've been very transparent tonight. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm going to turn this camera off and go hang out with Incredible Hulk. Continue to watch Beyond the Gates. We have like 60 episodes that we have to catch up on. But that's it. I meant every single thing that I said in this message, in this video, 100%. 100%. Not good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. It shook me, and I did not appreciate any of it. Miss View says, bouncy boat instead of bouncy boat chair. Absolutely. Incredible Hulk says, they want you back in that sector. I'm not going back. For what? I enjoy, even today was a little bit in the gutter, but it needed to be said, and it needs to happen, and the video is staying up the same way that it was. I was so pissed. I was in such a role yesterday. I was really getting into the characters. I tried to do the show today. Nothing did not compare to the element, to the spontaneity that it was yesterday, and that completely got derailed. So if that was the goal, mission accomplished. But what has come out of the situation is a deeper understanding from Ms. View and for us of how we feel about each other, and then just knowing what it is. With that said, I want to thank everybody who came through, and for the folks that are going to catch the replay. if you have noticed this, there's something new around here. The people who I work with for the software and all that have finally released the dual thing. So I'm always dual, and then it looks different. You see the colors and all that. I absolutely love it. There's a whole bunch of other different templates and layouts that I'll be using. So I'm really excited about that. I try to make it a little bit aesthetically pleasing, so it's not the same thing that everybody else is doing. With that said, thank you, Miss Views of You, for coming through. I'm glad to hear that you are okay. Naris21, thank you for being the voice of reason. Okay. Thank you for being the voice of reason. My husband, the Incredible Hulk, thank you for always loving me. All right. And everybody who catches a replay, thank you for your support. Please hit that like button. I come through every single night. We do advice corner. We do seeking confessions, all of that. Soon I'm going to start showing some of my travels and all that. When I am away on the boat, I've spoken to the boat people. They do have internet. It may be spotty here and there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave some pre-recordeds. So in the event that I cannot go live, there will still be a pre-record going live like a night. If not, in best case scenario, I will be going live throughout the day, and then there will still be, the pre-recorded in the evenings. Anyway, Miss View said, I will eat my ice cream color and bed. Get some rest, Miss View. Get some rest. Have a good night, everybody. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.